Hi, welcome to my review of Star Trek. I'm not gonna lie, there will be spoilers. Big, fat, juicy spoilers. So, yeah. So basically, if you haven't seen the film and you're watching... Hey! So one quick thing before I start talking about what I thought of the film. I'm going to link over in the sidebar to part 1 of a show called Bring Back Star Trek. This is part of a series with Justin Lee Collins, and he kind of tries to reunite classic casts, and it's so funny. If you want to hear a Bristol accent, and trust me, you really do, because there is nothing quite like it, and you want to see how to meet the cast of Star Trek using only handmade cupcakes, amateur water stands, and fake fan gatherings, then that program is for you. Okay, so I'm a proud Trekkie, and like most Trekkies, I was very kind of nervous and apprehensive of this film, but at the same time I was very excited about it and wanted to see what they were going to do with it. We're big Trekkies. We even have Star Trek Monopoly. I wasn't keen on that prequel series with the guy from Quantum Leap in it. Yeah, people who decided to make that. This film is how you do a prequel. As you may know from my vlog tag video, which I filmed straight after I saw Star Trek, my general reaction was, oh my god, I'm going to pee my pants, oh my god, I have peed my pants. Generally, kind of, Spock is really hot. This review is going to be a bit more sophisticated. Okay, so part 1, characters. I was really impressed with Chris Pine. The only other thing that I'd seen him in was the film Just My Luck, which I have on DVD. Don't judge me, it's got McFly in it. If you'd have said to me he's going to be in one of the biggest movies ever, he's going to play Kirk, I would have laughed. And in fact, I think when I found out, I did laugh a bit, but he was really good. Oh, I was impressed. I liked his Kirk. The tension between him and Spock was great. So that you got that kind of payoff at the end. You knew that they were going to get that friendship that they have in the original series. Zachary Quinto as Spock, wow. Into another long-running, really complex American drama series, then I would watch Heroes just for him. I think he made that movie. He's confused because he doesn't know where he belongs, and it's cute, and it's and how much does he look like Leonard Nimoy? He's got that little kind of dimple thing in his nose. It was hot. It was really hot. The other characters I really liked as well. Simon Pegg was really funny as Scotty. Chekhov, that was funny. In the original series, Chekhov was meant to be this kind of the comic relief. He was meant to be like a monkeys type character. And when I say monkeys, I'm talking Daydream Believer, not Pass Me a Banana monkeys. So they really played on that with the voice recognition, and it was funny. I love Bones and the relationship between Kirk and Bones. That was really great. And I love that kind of the bit of backstory you got. The kind of cantankerous nature he has. Alternate universe, and Pike is still in a wheelchair. Tough break. Okay, so part 2, the plot. I am a big fan of alternate universes because it's nerdy, as long as it's done right, and they did. I think they did it very well. They've opened up the franchise to continue with new stories, new life, and new civilizations. Yeah, one thing. Vulcan! Well, you destroyed Vulcan! That's like killing a little piece of my heart. I'm gonna blame those darn silly, annoying Romulans who want their silly revenge. Come and spoil everything, but they made a good movie out of it, so, you know. Yeah, so I love the time travel element. I thought it was not that difficult to understand, actually, but and maybe that's because I really love time travel. What was with the cold planet? It was a bit weird. I have a bone to pick. You can't travel through a black hole. Nothing can escape a black hole. I think it must be a new type of black hole that this red matter creates, and that causes a rift in the space-time continuum. And I'd like to know kind of the implications of those that are left there, these kind of rifts. Part number 3, the little things. I didn't like Scotty's sidekick. I think the creators got Jar Jar Binks syndrome. A red shirt died! A red shirt died! Yay! A red shirt had to die. They would have been killed by the fans if that didn't happen. The other thing, the miniskirts weren't as short as in the 60s. That's probably a good thing. Or not, depending on your gender and sexual orientation. Kudos points for films who have little shots in space that are silent. Of course, in space, no one can hear you scream because space is a vacuum. Part number 4, the execution of the film, not of a person. Obviously. Okay, I'm thinking special effects, I'm thinking sexy but still classic. The designers worked really hard to have this kind of fresh, modern, 21st century sci-fi that we're now used to, that kind of look, and they mixed it with the 60s vintage futuristic or retro futuristic, if you're me and have studied obscure postmodern terms. I definitely enjoyed the bridge more than the cargo bay and engineering areas, because they just look like sound stages. I loved the new warp look. I've always had this thing, not just in Star Trek, but any kind of sci-fi show. When they go into warp, the stars will streak. That wouldn't happen, because if you're travelling faster than the speed of light, you wouldn't see the light. So they didn't totally solve it, but I like that kind of more instant whoop. And very, very lastly, my favourite bit, I enjoyed the intro, or in the case of this film, Star Trek 11, the outro. But they changed it slightly to Space, the Final Frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its ongoing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms. They added in a forms there, they're looking for life forms, not just life, and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one, they went for the more politically correct one, than man has gone before. Music, pee and pants and general hysteria on my part occurred. I was sitting in the cinema like, oh my god! Probably annoying everyone, and then I clapped. And remembered that no one clapped in the cinema. So thank you for watching my boring, babbly review that lasted forever. Live long and prosper, and as always, the FTB.